Hello and welcome to Monday Night Football here in Belmore Sports Ground. We have a great one lined up here tonight. We have the grand final rematch between the Melbourne Storm and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. In the commentary box with me, I've got Luke Short, and on the sideline, I've got Ted McDonald. Luke Short, you've just retired. How are you feeling, brother? How are you feeling about this match?
Oh, this is going to be one for an age, hopefully. But yeah, as all retired players do, we move into media stuff after. So commentary box, here I am.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ted, how are you feeling on the sideline there? How's the crowd? How's the atmosphere?
Yeah, the crowd's pretty ramped up. As you said, it is a finals rematch and it is a top four clash. So yeah, it'll be a pretty tough one tonight.
Yeah, absolutely will. These two teams, two of the best this season and last season. Obviously, they both came up against each other in the grand final last season, with the Bulldogs coming out on top with the Premiership. But here we go. Ryan Wilmette starting our game off with the first hit up of the game. And he gets driven back there. Logan Guys running it up to follow up that run as well. Just driven back. Strong defense from the Bulldogs early on. Trayvon Sakahu passing it inside for Will Kay to fend his way through the line. Good cover defense though. On the third now. Equipped with it. Finds a bit of space. He's a bit away. Almost to the halfway mark. On the fourth now. Storm. They're making a little bit of ground now. Goes to Jack Jimmy inside for Corey Bell. Bell is stopped pretty nicely. Daniel Hellier in that tackle as well. On the fifth now. It's gone all the way down to With It. And With It boots it all the way down. Cambolo the recipient of that one. And he steps one. Jack Jimmy not able to wrap him up. And Luke Short early on. The Storm making some good meters.
Yeah, they weren't starting off too great. Oh, we've just seen a turnover in possession.
Yeah, one hell of a turnover there. Already the Storm putting on a little bit of a show. That's a very good hit. Getting that ball back for themselves. Maybe just a bit of ferocity. I'm not sure if I'm saying that word right. But after last year's grand final, the Storm, they have a lot to prove. They want their get back. And we'll see if they can get it here. On the fourth tackle, Corey Bell over to Kobe Kelly. Kobe not going anywhere. Stopped in his tracks there. On the fifth now. Only 3 minutes into the match. It's going to be Will Kay. Will Kay with the grubber. It's way too deep. Nobody was even there to take it. Maxwell takes that very nicely. And now the Bulldogs will have to work their way out of their own 10.
Yeah, we were just talking about how the Storm, weren't starting that set too good, but they had a couple of good line breaks to get into a good position. But the turnover really helped them get an attacking opportunity, as the Bulldogs will work their way out now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Maxwell nearly making a break there, just able to step one, but cover defense is very strong for the Storm. And here's Jackson. That's a bit of an odd kick there. He was very deep in the pocket, and the kick was almost sideways, Luke. I'm not too sure what that one was. Maybe it's the conditions. Ted, how are you feeling on the sideline? Any odd conditions that might have made that kick go sideways there?
Yeah, it's a bit dewy down here, but yeah, maybe just like the atmosphere of it all was just, yeah, this whole crowd is just ramped up here at Belmore, and the Bulldogs are starting a bit iffy, so that gives them a reason,
wait, sorry to interrupt you. Mason Remy, that was out of nowhere. He just found that space, and as you said, Ted, very dewy. A lot of moisture on the ground, and I think Mason Remy might have just used that to his advantage and slipped straight past there. It might have been a bit of an obstruction, actually, but there was nobody to clean up after Mason Remy broke the line there. And that is a huge play from the Storm early on to get first points here.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think my man might have been going to the ref on that one. It looked a bit of an obstruction play, but
yeah, Trayvon Sakahu. With that did look like a bit of an obstruction play. You know, TBK is a bit of a grub. He does those sort of plays, and he tends to get away with them as well. So yeah, none of the refs really calling him up on it. But Mason Remy, nonetheless, he showed a lot of strength and determination to get through there. And that's a really big try early on in this game. So now we got Moana. He's going to be kicking it off. Old Moana putting himself back in the second row for the second week in a row. That's didn't mean to say second row a couple times there, but Mason Remy right after his own try, he runs it up. He's got no fear, the big man. He's just moved his way back into the starting side, Mason Remy as well. He was banished to the bench for a couple weeks there, but he's found his way back into the starting side. Will Kay just missed him too much maybe. So now it's the third. TBK running it up, over to Remy again. Remy just running it up. That's his second run of the set. Man, he's been very involved. Now it's going to be Thorn. Thorn making a way through the line. That's a great run. Might have almost just been one of the best runs of the game. Now it's going to go down to With It. With It just kicking all the way down to Cambolo. Cambolo just can't get through the line. Equipped With It, just able to make that tackle. Cleaning up after his own kick. And now the Bulldogs, they've got a little bit of space as well. Namina running straight through the line. The big man, he's got some legs on him. On the second, Bulldogs making some nice meters. On the short side now, Cambolo. He hasn't had too much joy yet this game. The Storm defenders on that right edge are very strong. Two of the best defensive players that you probably find in the league on the edge. As we see the fourth now. Dogs send it right. Hell yeah. Over to Gould. Gould stopped like a brick wall. James Thorne having a very good start to this game, especially in defense. It's going to go into the pocket. Daniel Hellier kicking it all the way down to Kobe Kelly. Kobe's got a bit of space. He steps one. Kobe Kelly on the inside. TTM has to come in and make that tackle, but not before. Kobe Kelly makes some nice meters there. Storm, they're really winning this field position maybe. Battle early on in this game. Luke.
Yeah, no, a good run from Kobe Kelly there. We were talking about how the wingers weren't really getting anywhere, but that run just put him in really prime opportunity in the Bulldogs half now as we see Bell take the run.
Yeah, Bell just trying to squeeze his way through the line. On the fourth now. It's going to be Wilmette. Storm props going punch for punch basically. Just really both trying to make an impact on this game. As it's going to go down to TBK. TBK with a little grubber. It looked like he might have just messed that one up a little bit there. Remy with the good tackle to clean it up nonetheless. But maybe just those conditions that we've heard about, just not great. Might be hurting the kicking game a little bit here. As you see Daniel Hellier sending it out to the wing. Kimbolo, he's been bullied all night so far, but oh, he just stays in. That was awfully close. It goes to Wallace. Wallace with the big fend on Remy. And he's through the line. Corey Bell, he's back there. Is he going to be able to stop him? 10 meters out. The offload. Moana can't get through. Cruz Spencer there to make that tackle. 5 meters out. The Dogs have a great chance right now. Where are they sending it? It's going to be Gould. Gould one-on-one with Corey Bell. Will Kay gets in the tackle and they flip him. Anthony McDonald, he wants to send it up to the bunker. And he says it's a try. I'm not sure if you're right there, AMAC. He was right on the spot too. AMAC, he might need his, he might need some glasses. Should have gone to Specsavers. Is this going to be the red lights?
Emotional.
Still a bit.
Emotional losing me.
Still a few teardrops in his eyes maybe from the retirement. As you see a high ball from Jackson, and Cruz Spencer takes that one beautifully. Beautiful defusal of that situation. The Dogs look like they might have almost had a try in the bag there, but just nothing going their way that time. Now it's going to be TBK. Over inside out play. Corey Bell ends up with it. Nearly slips through the line. Damien Moana, the captain, making that important tackle. It's going to be short side now. Logan Guys gets it. Guys just driving up. Very good start from the Storm here. It's over to Wilmette. Wilmette just winning that contact there. No real big breaks here from the forwards. As we're just seeing those one-up hit-ups at the moment where the Storm are just really winning that, winning the tackles. As we see Storm losing a tackle right there. Damien Moana and Joseph Jackson in that one, making that good tackle. On the fifth now. TBK punts it all the way down onto the 15. Kimbolo gets it. He steps one and equipped with it. He's there to make that tackle, and with it has had a very good defensive game to start this one off. As you say, oh, surely that's a knock on. Angie Slugger, he surely just knocked that on. I'm sure that touched the ground. As you see, Mason Remy flattening Filippo Gould there. What a hit that one was. Good job to hang on to it though. It's TTM. TBK makes a good tackle there. No stepping around old Trayvon Sakahu. It's going to be Filippo Gould. He's not afraid to take another run. He makes a little break there. Good job from him. Corey Bell having to come in and make that tackle. Who wants it now? Bulldogs, they have options. They go right. Jackson just punts it down into the corner of Mav Oldfield. And Mav, he can't go anywhere. That's a great tackle from the Bulldogs. Now Wilmette just running it up. And Luke, at the moment, it's been a bit of a grind. Both teams making good field position. Good meters, I guess would be a better word. But neither team really able to crack the other since Storm got their first try.
Yeah, both teams, they're making the meters rather easily, but both teams strong on their goal line defense. How was that hit felt down on the field though?
Yeah, it was pretty well heard by everyone, and there are a few cranky Bulldog supporters behind me about that Melbourne try from before and a bit of the stuff. But since then, the Bulldogs have been making a few line breaks, and they've softened up a bit the fans, and a bit more joy has come into them.
That's good to hear. We don't want a restless crowd. We know how bad it can get over in Canterbury. But here we are, Johnny Columbus now. Just trying to make that step. Storm defense really holding on tight here. Thorne making that one. As we see Gould offload that, surely it was a line ball. It looks almost to be forward, but the ref doesn't say anything about it. He says play on. And now Moana taking the run up. Storm good defensively there. Dogs only just barely making it out of their half. It's going down to Jackson. Jackson, one of his better kicks tonight. That's a deep one. Over to Mav Oldfield. And Mav just can't get anywhere. He's taken down nicely. And Mav, he hasn't had the most potent game. And oh dear, not a knock on. Ref says it went backwards. I think that might have been the right call. TBK just fumbling that one as the Storm look to be set up on the left side. And that's where they go. And Mav Oldfield, there he is. There's a little step from him. On the Bulldogs 40 now. On the third. They're going inside. TBK over to Will. Will K flat in there. Will K, get that up your mate. He's been sent all the way to Vietnam with that hit. And now Hop's good. Coming off the fence. He's just came off the bench as well. On for his 18-minute stint here. And now it's TBK once again to kick it. Just finding the turf. Not much attacking. Not much of an attacking kick there. It was kind of just a kick in behind. No one really chasing it. As we see Maxwell straight through the line. Corey Bell's there to make the tackle. Equipped with it, ends up making it. The offload loses the Dogs a few meters though. We're on the second. The Dogs really want to punch back here. It's going to be Johnston. Just driving up. Hop's good there. Just not able to hold him back. Now Moana driven back in a strong tackle by Logan Guys. Bulldogs, they look to be set up on the right, and that's where they'll go. It's Hodgson. Hodgson moving over the centres this week. He's a good forward, but apparently his services are needed in the backs now. As we see the high ball from Jackson, and Corey Bell takes it beautifully. Corey, he can't step TTM. If he did, there was no one behind him. And Corey might have been away for all money there. But Bulldogs, they just hold on very well in defence. The defence has been very nice as of late. And at the moment, how's the crowd feeling, Ted? They feeling like there might be a try incoming, or are they starting to get a bit quiet?
Yeah, no, this Belmore crowd haven't gone quiet once in this game. If it's not them booing the Melbourne Storm for them scoring the try or cheering on the line breaks, there's been no silence in this crowd as of yet. And maybe because it's the grand final rematch, but yeah, pretty loud crowd tonight.
Yeah, I'd imagine they'd be happy with that defensive set as well, as the Storm have just struggled to make it out of their own 30, and just to top it all off, that was a terrible kick to boot. And now the Bulldogs have a great chance as we're on the second now. And no, they haven't. That was an amazing chance, and the forward pass just really ruined out all their momentum there. And now Manu Fa'afili is able to make a nice little run as well. That's a bit of a shocker from the Dogs. Damien Moana would not be happy with that at all. It's now the Storm. They really get a get out of jail free card there. As we're going to see Logan Guys running it up. Damo Moana making another good tackle. His defense has been amazing over in that right second row position. And Corey Bell now passing it off with it. With it is with it. He's just going to drive forward. Fourth tackle now. Who wants it? It's going inside to Nilsson. Nilsson just driving into the line there. I'm not sure if they're close enough for an attacking kick or a bomb, but we're about to see TBK puts up a very shallow kick. And Jack Jimmy gets to it, but the defense was there ready for him to take that one. And Bulldogs, they do very well. And Luke, at the moment, it's a real grind, a real shootout. What do either team need to do to really break the other?
Yeah, you're right about the grind. There's going to be a lot of fatigue setting in as this grind keeps going. The Storm seem to have a lot more of the field position than the Bulldogs do. So the Bulldogs, they need to get this field position, get up their sets, get to their kicks, and turn them around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very good point. They really just need to start maybe being expansive. Might be something that they could do. The backs really haven't gotten much ball late in the sets. As you see now, hell yeah, kicking it all the way down to Oldfield. Oldfield steps one. Oldfield, he's got a bit of space. TTM's there, and he's able to make the tackle just barely. If Mav was able to get rid of TTM there, the only person in front of him would have been the ref. As we see Corey Bell, he's through the line. TTM once again having to clean up. The Storm are making some great meters right now. They're on the second. It's going right over to Will Kay. Running straight into the defense. 10 meters out now. Who wants it? It's Hops Good. Hops Good is doing Hops bad as he's just driven back in that one, not going anywhere. On the fourth now, Storm needs something quick. It's going to be Guys. Guys not able to get close enough. Just trying to drive forward though. It's gone back for TBK. TBK with the high ball, straight in between the posts, but TTM does very well, and he takes that one beautifully. That was a very close one for the Dogs, and the Storm, man, they got awfully close in that one, Luke. That looked a bit scary.
Yeah, the Dogs have done well to keep them out there. You would have thought that Storm were in for all money when they had that line break. So good defense from the Dogs, but if they can't turn it into attack, then they're just going to be defending for the rest of the night.
Yeah, and speaking of attack, there's a great bit of attack there. Only the second, and Jackson is able to get onto the Storm's 30-meter line. That's some great work. It's going to be Hodgson inside ball. Sorry, for Maxwell. Dogs, they're getting awfully close now. Inside for Moana. Moana, he's got some space. He's in there for Corey Bell with the tackle and then the offload. Oh, too tougher. That is a very close one. Just the vice captain nearly getting over as we see Jackson getting it. But TBK, he jams very well and ends the Dogs' hopes right then and there. That's very good from the Storm. Man, that looked dangerous. But Tama too tougher. Awfully close to getting that one. I really thought he might have been in after he got that offload. As we see Hobsgood now. Just trying to run it up, and at the moment, if the Dogs are able to just keep on defending, which they're not, Will Kay, sorry for the commentator's curse, Will Kay making a great fend there, just breaking the line. It's Thorn now. Just running out of dummy half. Not going anywhere though. Fourth now. They're going to go for the early kick. Yes, they are. Cruz Spencer with a very huge kick. It's got absolutely no angle on it, so it's not going to be a 40-20. But, man, that's a deep one. And, oh, what a hit. TTM flattened by Manu Fa'afili. Oh, jeez. And, oh, what has happened there? That was surely a knock-on. What is going on? I don't know, but, Ted, I'm sure that the crowd are happy with whatever's going on with the refs right now.
Yeah, the crowd's favourite part of this game is the refs so far. Yeah, that was a good kick placed by the Storm there, and just that big shot was heard all over this ground. And yeah, the people behind me again, they're just shouting. But yeah, hopefully the Bulldogs can put up a good kick here and have a good defensive set to get them back in this game.
Yeah, and as you say that, Corey Bell makes a pretty nice run, a pretty good return. He starts their set on the halfway mark. Now it's going to be Jack Jimmy sending it all the way out to the wing. It's Kobe Kelly. And Kobe with the offload, it looked a little bit forward. Kane Nilsson gets to it. The Storm get away with that one. Man, the refs might be asleep in this one as we see Thorne sending it inside for Hopsgood. Hopsgood driven back there. Not going anywhere at all. It's the third. It's over to with it to Jimmy. Jimmy steps one, but not able to get anywhere. Storm, they really like this right side right now, and it's going to be Hopsgood again making that run. But he's taken down. Who wants it now? Will Kay, he gets it, and he puts the grubber in, but Tubba too tougher. He takes that one. Just no real chases there for that grubber kick from Will Kay. And it's getting awfully close to halfway as well in this game. We're about to go into the sheds in just a few minutes. And at the moment, man, it's been a real shootout. Neither team really able to expose the other. Just that one little try early on in the game from the Storm. And really, that's been it. And Luke, if you're either team, what are you really thinking needs to happen to turn this game around in the second?
I think the Storm are in a good position. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. They've got the points on the board, so that's all that matters really when it comes to the scoreboard. The Dogs, they need to get this attack going. They can't defend all game. Yeah, they've kept the Storms to 6 points, but if they can't get any attack going, then they're just it's not going to change.
Jesus, what was that? That's something special there. I don't see many of those. I'm not too sure what that pass was. That was incredible, but for once the ref actually does his job. And now we see Metcalf running it through the Bulldogs. And want to try before half-time. They've only got a minute to do so. Can they get one? It's going to be Nemina over to Jackson. All the way out to Moana. Moana just going to drive it back. They need to work quick. They do not have any time at all. It's going to be Jackson just running it up, taking the settler. That's not what they need right now. It's the fourth. Who wants it? It's gone Johnston over to Namina. They have about 10 seconds. They need to get this kick away right now. It's going to Hell Yeah. That's who you want to have it. He puts up the high ball. It's a nice one. It goes to Mav Oldfield. He takes it beautifully. And that'll be the first half. It's 0-6 to the Storm. We'll see in the second.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of your Monday Night Football Clash. Tonight we still have the Bulldogs and the Storm. It was 6-0 going into the bunker. Not the bunker, into the sheds at halftime. And man, it's been a very close one so far. Very defensive game, and at the moment we've still got Ted McDonald on the sideline. And Ted, you checked in with the captains in their sheds at halftime. You maybe just heard what they were saying. What were the captains saying to their team at halftime?
Yeah, so Damian Moana for the Bulldogs, he was telling his team pretty much just to get through their sets, try to actually get up the field more and make a few more opportunities, like on the fifth tackle and everything, but also on their defense, just to hold them out, not let them score early like they did with the last half, at the start of the first half. But then also, and then Will Kay in the Storm shed, he wants to keep putting on the attack, keep the Bulldogs to nil, and yeah, try to keep going up there and score a few more tries for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Some very wise words from two very experienced captains in our game. Just really, if you want to listen to anyone, you listen to those two. 'Cause they seem to know what they're doing, at least most of the time. That's why we're getting such a close game here. Such equal teams that really have trouble getting one up over each other. As you see, Cambolo just running it back there. Great tackle. Phoenix Murphy just come on the field at halftime. Hoping to make an impact in this one. The late offload from Daniel Hellier. Tedesco gets it, and it's a bit of a hospital pass, actually. Hellier, oh, that was a bit of a mix-up, but it ends up working out. Metcalf finds a little bit of space. A little bit of a weird pass there from Hellier. Not really sure what his target was there. It's going to be another... Oh, surely that was a knock-on. That was a... Man, the shockers from the refs have been going all night. As you see, Slugger just taken down there on the 5th. Where is it going to go now? Hellier wants it. He's in the pocket. Puts the bomb up. Corey Bell's underneath it. The attackers are there, though. And Corey takes it nicely. And he gets a little bit of space as well. Maxwell just folded inside out. And he just manages to make that tackle on Corey Bell. That was an awfully close one. And Luke Short, I'll send it over to you. What do you think at the moment each team's real problem has been in this game? Like, what do they need to change up that's not working for them?
The Bulldogs, they're just missing these opportunities that they get given. The Storm, they've worked with everything they've been given so far. At the start of this half, they haven't really gotten too far when it comes to their set meters, but they're getting to their kick, so that's all that matters. The Bulldogs, they've got the opportunities to still get in back into this game. It is only 6-0. But they're just going to have to ice their opportunities when they get them.
Yeah, they definitely will. And, you know, you can't knock them too much because both teams are just playing a really good game. It's just a really disciplined style of footy at the moment. And we're not seeing many errors. And we see a huge run there from Johnston. Corey Bell just left as a speed bump on the highway there. That was incredible. Corey Bell, the human speed bump. Poor fella. Oh, man, that was a good one, though. Very good run. As you see on the 4th, it's Hellier sending it out to Johnston, making another run. He's on a moor path or something right now. He's a dangerous man as it goes to Hellier, kicking it all the way down to Mav Oldfield, who had a pretty decent first half, and here he is again. He's one-on-one with TTM, and oh, he got awfully close to the sideline there. The pinky toe nearly touching the white chalk, but he manages to drive back inside. It goes to Will Kay. Sends it out to Guys. Guys, he's got some space. He's going to run. He's got a lot of space, actually. Jackson has to take him down. On the 2nd, the Storm, they might want to score another one here. It goes to Manu. Philly just driving forward. Dogs defense just holding strong. And, hey, that is not what they wanted there at all. They're giving away the penalty. And TBK is going to say, yes, please, I'll take those 2 free points. And that is a bit disappointing from the Dogs.
I think that might have been a bit more of a strategy decision there. They were on the back foot the whole time, so they needed to probably slow that play down, and they've coughed up a 2-pointer, but they could have been worse.
Yeah, it's true. It's not as bad as giving up 6 points. So the Dogs, they just didn't back their defense there. They thought, we need a break. This is too intense here. We need to slow this down. But Ted, how are the fans feeling after that penalty was given away, the first one of the game, actually?
Yeah, fans aren't too happy about that. The Bulldogs are still in this game, and the fans know that, especially after that hit. A bit of happiness coming from the stands here. So hopefully they just keep pushing on the Bulldogs and score a few tries.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and find out. The Dogs, they just really need to up their attack at the moment. So the defense has been very good, but it just isn't enough to win a game just to defend. As we see now, Manu running it up once again. He gets very involved when he's on the field. He loves having the ball in his hand. He loves taking those hard runs as well. As we see Nemina with an intercept. That's an amazing one. That might just turn the tide of the game. It's Hellier. They're a dummy half now. Goes to Slugger. Slugger just going to drive it up. Now the Dogs on the 2nd tackle. Hellier over to Naminar again. That's a great run. And the offload. Tedesco just nearly runs away. I think I saw his maybe the ghost of him just running away there. As you see, Nevena once again trying to run it up. Slugger looks like he wants a crash play, but they're not going to go his way. They're going to Jackson. Jackson stopped. They're on the 5th. The Dogs, they need something good here. Who are they going to give it to? It's going to be Nevena, and oh, that's a knock on. A very disappointing end to that very good set there, and the Storm will get the ball back. And that is a bit of a let off there, Luke.
Yeah, again, another opportunity that they should have got points on the board, but that last tackle options just killed them again.
Yeah, they really just need to sort their 5th tackle option out, as it just hasn't been very good tonight. They've done well not to make heaps of errors, but just there, you know, they gave the ball to a prop forward to go and put the kick in, and I don't think that's really ever a good idea. As now we see the Storm making it past the halfway mark on the 5th. Sending all the way down to Cruz Spencer. He wants another one of those huge kicks, and he's going to do it again. He finds the turf. Man, he's got a big boot on him. He might want to play half one day. Maybe get out of those centers and start playing 5'8" or something. As now the Dogs sending it out to Tedesco. Jeez, I'm losing my mind here. Tedesco just running it up on the 30. Johnston running it up as well. 3rd tackle now. The Dogs, they just, oh, Wallace trying to make that run. They might actually go for an early kick here. That's actually what they're going to do. It's Jackson. He gets boots of ball. It's a very nice kick actually, but it just doesn't have the angle. Corey Bell gets to it. Corey's going to step 1, but Mayaba's there to make that good tackle. Ted at the moment, how are the crowd feeling? They're getting a bit restless without getting any points this deep into the game.
Yeah, they are. They're really unsettled here after just barely not getting that 40-20 right there. There's still 25 or so minutes in the game, so they're not completely restless, but like they're getting there, and there are a few swear words coming out of the stands and everything.
Yeah, I might. Oh, jeez. Here's Thorn. He might need to get you an umbrella because they might start chucking stuff on the field soon if there aren't any points. So we'll keep an eye on you. As you see, TBK making a huge mistake there. Just can't get his boot to the ball. And oh no, we're going to have a scrum. TBK, what have you done to us? We've got a very rare scrum here. And we're going to see if the Dogs can do anything with it. And they're just going to take an offside penalty there. Oh man, we love the SRL scrums. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it really just it's always something special. And what would this grand final rematch be without a little scrum play? Hey, Luke?
I was going to say it's going to be controversial, maybe.
Yeah, a few controversial calls going on in this game. I'm not sure if there's actually been one good call so far.
Oh, the touch changes are blind.
Yeah, we've seen a few shockers in this one, definitely. But nonetheless, we're going to keep it moving. We can't be stopped as we see the 3rd now. Dogs making some good meters. It's going to be Columbus making that little line break there. Corey Bell having to come in and make that tackle. On the 4th now. Sending it in for Jackson. Jackson, he holds on to it. Those can always be dangerous plays when the halfback decides to try something fancy. But he hangs on to it. That's very good from him. It's Metcalf putting in the bomb. Very shallow. Kimbola gets it, but he's not going anywhere. He was not close enough to the line to really do anything there. And once again, the Dogs just really failing to launch in that situation. And the Storm, they get the ball back. So we'll see if maybe the Dogs... Oh, that's a huge hit for the Dogs. We'll see if maybe having the interchanges come on in 1 minute might help the Dogs out. Maybe bring a bit of flair into their forward pack. And, oh man, maybe get rid of some of these penalties, as in the second half they've been very ill-disciplined with them holding down penalties. And one more and we're going to see someone sent to the bin, I reckon. And
Yeah,
Ted,
they're going to have to clean it up after a first half of no penalties. We've seen a fair few of them so far.
yeah, exactly. It was very well disciplined in the first half, and the second one it's really gone out of hand. And Ted, how are the crowd feeling after that penalty was given away? Do they seem like they don't agree with it? Maybe.
Well, after the shot they just had on the Storm, they were happy about that, and then 1 or 2 plays later, they've just conceded a penalty, so they're really not too happy. But as they just got an intercept. Crowd just a bit happier now, and that break. But yeah, this crowd has been a bit off and on about the Bulldogs and the Storm.
Yeah, it definitely would be, and I'm sure they were happy about that one. Corey Bell just breaking the line and throwing the ball straight into a Bulldog. Maybe not his finest moment there, old Corey Bell. Maybe the CTE's getting to him. He's been in the league too long. On the 4th now, it's going to be Hell Yeah, sending it out to Maxwell. TTM just not able to get too far. 5th tackle now. In a few minutes, we're going to see Will Kay coming off the field, possibly the Storm's greatest player, just about to come off. So they want to do something to make this lead a little bit bigger. They'll need to do it quickly. As you see, Jack Jimmy's just come back onto the field in the props. Now it's going to be Will Kay taking that run. Never mind, he's going to throw it out to Philly. 3rd tackle now. Dogs' defense is holding on very well. It's going to be Murphy over to Bell. Bell, he breaks the line. He's not passing it away this time. Very good from Corey Bell, making those meters, really saving that set as well. Storm looked like they were really on the back foot there, a little bit stuck. And now it's going to be Cruz Spencer making a good run there. Now, where are they sending it? TBK's in the pocket, and he's going to get it. Puts in the crossfield kick. It doesn't have much behind it, and Slugger's going to run. He got a little bit of space. Corey Bell had to come in and make that tackle. Man, the fullbacks are getting a workout in this game, making a lot of tackles. And now we're going to see Maxwell with the offload. Damian Moana just driving forward. That's very good, very good stuff from him. Just over the 40. It's going to be Jackson over to Hell Yeah. Hell Yeah, just driving over onto that halfway mark. 3rd tackle now. Nemina over to Gould. Gould just carrying the defenders on his back there. It's going to be Wallace over to Slugger. Slugger just not able to break the line and make those really potent runs that we know those 99 speed second rows can make. Now Hell Yeah, putting the crossfield punt over for Mav Oldfield. He's been their target tonight, and he's been a very hard one to keep down as well. As you see Mav running over the 40 there before he's taken down by Maxwell. Now Manu Philly, short side, over to Wilmette. Wilmette, he thinks he's a winger. Someone to get him back in the forward pack. I'm not sure what he's doing all the way out there. It's TBK. Long ball for Remy. Remy breaks the line. He's got a bit of space too. He's taken down on the 20. The Dogs, they have gaps in their defense all over the place. It's going over to Manu Philly once again on the 10-meter mark. 4th tackle now. They're sending it inside for Withit. Withit's taken down in a great tackle though. Where are they going to go now, the Storm? It's the 5th. TBK's back there and he wants it. He gets it. He puts up the bomb. Where are the Storm attackers? No one's there. Maxwell, he thought he might have been able to run away for a moment, but James Thorne gets in the way and makes that important tackle there.
That's your second. Hill.
Luke.
Yeah, if Maxwell got through there, he probably would have had a 100-meter run to the try line.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Dogs, the clock's running against them at the moment. They sort of need to get something going shortly if they are hoping to get a win here.
Yeah, and Ted, I'm sure that the crowd is really just not happy at the moment. Their team has not been able to bring up anything attacking-wise at all this game. At the moment, Ted, what is your expert opinion in what the Dogs need to do to get some points on the board here?
Well, they in my eyes, they're defending pretty well. They're big hits and everything. Commentator's curse right there. But yeah, they just need to turn that defense into attack. The crowd knows it, and they really just, they should turn the defense into attack and try to. I reckon it's the time to get a bit more experimental, especially to get the crowd to stop throwing water bottles at me. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll pray for you here in the box. We've got the good life up here, so we're not in any danger. But sadly, we can't help you down there. But I definitely agree with you. The Dogs need something special here. They need to start doing something different. As we see Metcalf just taking that one.
Yeah, Metcalf has been their most dangerous player when it comes to those kick returns. Their wingers haven't been able to do a lot, so they need something from someone. As we see, Filippo Gould just make a good line break there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Luke. We haven't really seen too much from these Dogs wingers this game. Storm have been able to keep them very quiet. So yeah, Metcalf has been very, basically their best player when it comes to their back five. I'd say not their back five. Maxwell has been very good, but their back five excluding Maxwell maybe. But yeah, definitely they need to work something out there. And as I say that, Columbus, he tries to prove me wrong, but the defense holds them strong. Mav Oldfield making a good tackle. 5th tackle now. It's going to be Jackson punting it down to Corey Bell. He wants to take a kick return. And oh, he nearly gets through as well. Jackson having the clean up after his own kick. On the first now, the Storm really just need to play a disciplined game, just like they have been for the last 72 minutes. They just need to keep it going. As the Dogs at the moment, they haven't been able to match their defense or their attacking flair. As really this has been a very quiet game. As you see Kobe Kelly, he's moved to the centres. He's still trying everything he can to make an impact in this one. Now Murphy running straight through the line. Very good from him. Jack Jimmy recipient of the offload as well. Do the Storm want to get one more try to really put the nail in the coffin here? It's going to be Wilmette, and he's just going to run it up. He's not taking any chances with kick return tries. He just wants to end the set there and then back his team to defend. I think that's a very good call. And Ted, I'd assume how the Dogs fans taking this at the moment. Have you seen any of them leave yet?
Yeah, there's a few families just leaving here. They're really not happy, especially the Storm just got the ball back. 6 minutes to go, but yeah, just really not happy and disappointing, especially for the Premiers in a grand final rematch.
Yeah, very dry from them, I'd say. But the few fans just trying to beat the traffic, I suppose. You can't blame them, as I'd say the game is basically out of reach now, and the Storm are really going to try and make it out of reach if they score one more try here. Now, where are they sending it? It's going to be Thorne. Thorne sends it up. Corey Bell's underneath it. He gets to it, Corey. And oh no, we're not going to see another try. Man, maybe Luke Short, I might get you to quickly look in the records for me because I'm not too sure, but maybe you could check out what the lowest scoring game in SRL history is, because this probably wouldn't be too far off.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I wouldn't be 100% sure, but it's definitely not a very high-scoring game, especially disappointing for a Monday night football game.
Yeah, definitely. Especially you'd expect a lot more from two very highly rated teams. That most people would have been expecting this to be a real shootout, but it's really gone the other way. It's just been a real showing of defensive class, I suppose, because both these teams have been incredible in defense, and both have really been struggling to get points on. I mean, the Storm's only try they've gotten in this game came off the back of a little bit of a janky call with a TBK obstruction. So yeah, well, it's very evenly matched, these two teams. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the grand final again. Hopefully they can put some more points on the board for us next time. But yeah, it's been really solid defensive game from both of them. And if there are no more tries in this game, this will actually be the lowest scoring game in the SRL ever.
The record.
Yeah, the lowest scoring game was Panthers versus Manly in Season 1, Round 1, and that was 12-0. And so yeah, if there's nothing more in this game, 8-0 will be the lowest scoring game ever, which is pretty insane. We might be breaking a record that hasn't been broken since Season 1, Round 1. So that's incredible there. And now the Bulldogs, they don't want to be on the losing side of that record. They're going to try and run it up. They have a minute left if they want to not be on this end of history. Now, where are they sending it? Hell yeah, he gets to it. Denny does not want this record to go on his rap sheet, I'm sure. And now Filippo Gould breaking the line. The offload. Hodgson gets it, but he's taken down. It's the 5th now. There's 15 seconds. Bulldogs, give us something. Get a try. Hell yeah, that is not the kick that you need. It goes down to Hogan, and he's taken down, and that will be the game. The lowest scoring SRL game ever. Who would have thought? No tries since probably, what was it, like the 8th minute of the game. That is one hell of a record that I was not expecting. Ted, how's the crowd feeling down there?
Yeah, I can say the Bulldogs fans at least are rushing out, trying to beat the traffic indeed. As we saw on the Bulldogs jerseys at the end of the game, that said hell yeah, but this game for the Bulldogs fans was more of a hell no. Yeah.
Oh, hell no indeed. That's incredible. Now we'll just do a little deep dive into the many stats that were made in this game. 1 try on the board the entire game. Mason Remy, congratulations. The only bloke good enough to get over the line in this one. TBK making 2 conversions, sorry. Very nice from him, and in that second half we had a lot more errors and penalties, which was not expecting really. 2 penalties conceded by the Dogs, 1 by the Storm, and I think it was only like, what, 2 and 1 errors at half time or something like that, so really a lot more ill discipline in the second.
Yeah, I believe frustration would have set in for the Doggies trying to score. They just couldn't score, and their frustration probably come in with the penalties and the errors.
Yeah, absolutely, and also the tackles. Dogs just making just a bit over 20 more. Missed tackles almost exactly the same. Same with line breaks. It just shows how even this game was. Both teams really struggling to crack the other. So look onto the individual stats now. We'll see the Dogs really making, actually quite a few players actually made it over that 100-meter mark, but still not able to do anything with it at the end of the day. And we'll see here. And I'm trying to find some standouts here. Even Maxwell, only 5 line breaks, only 124 meters. That's not great from him. Not what you need from the fullback. Yeah, all these players really struggling. I'd say defense would be the biggest thing. Johnston, great defensive game from him. Same with Moana. He was a freak in defense actually. It was like a brick wall. Nobody could get through him. And even Slugger on that left second row, which isn't really known for being a big defensive place. 20 tackles, only 2 missed from the center turn second rower. That's pretty good from him. Do you have any thoughts on it, Luke?
Yeah, everyone in the middle was pretty solid defense-wise, and that's why we've got a low-scoring game. Sean Metcalf was talking about how dangerous he was, but he only ran 70 meters, so I don't know, it seemed a lot more than that. I think, yeah, as we said, look, you can see with Johnny Columbus and Bunty Kumbolo, they couldn't break 100 meters, either of them.
Yeah, really just struggling to make those attacking plays all game, weren't they, the Bulldogs? As we'll look onto the Storm here. And no surprise there, Corey Bell, he made a lot of big plays in this one. But at the end of the day, still didn't end up turning into very many points for the Storm either. And Mav Oldfield, another person who was incredible for the Storm as well. He really was great on those kick returns. It's probably a big reason why the Dogs weren't able to get points in this game. Along with Manu Fa'afili, really great game from him. Played 58 minutes and he made a hell of a lot of meters as well. Really good one from him. Will Kay, a little bit of a quiet one by his standards. Still great defensively. 27 tackles, only 1 missed. 3 tackle breaks is pretty insane. What a freak. But still only 130 meters. He'll probably be a bit unhappy with that himself, as we know he's capable of getting so many more. Bit more on it. TBK getting that try assist, and also those 2 conversions, as well as Kobe Kelly, another winger who was pretty decent in this one. He was targeted a bit at the start of the game, but in the end, Dogs really set their sights towards Mav Oldfield and really just gave up on trying to mess with Kobe. But yeah, well, I reckon that'll be enough for us here. So we've looked at most of the important stats here. And thank you all for watching. This has been Monday Night Football. We'll see you tomorrow for some more SRL action.